Get ready for the biggest college football shakeup of the year. Notre Dame is ditching the traditional Thanksgiving rivalry and instead heading to upstate New York for their road game against Syracuse. We break down exactly what this means for the Irish schedule and what this unexpected change signals for their season.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSockets Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we dive into the college baseball rankings and see who is making a massive jump. Colin Ritchie and the Oklahoma State Cowboys are dominating, securing 9 of their last 11 games, and we look at how Oklahoma State and Cincinnati are making their first-ever appearances in the top 25. Now, let's switch gears to the world of women's sports. Arsenal has confirmed a major departure, as Beth Mead will be leaving the club as a free agent this summer, and we explore the massive impact this move will have on the Gunners and the future of the game. And finally, we look at the intense pressure building on Arkansas football. With Hunter Yurachek's handshake and the call to win a national championship, the stakes have been set impossibly high, and we ask if this new ambition matches the reality of the program. In a significant scheduling update, Notre Dame has revealed its replacement matchup for the 2026 college football season, as the traditional Thanksgiving rivalry game against USC has been canceled. With the Trojans and Irish not facing each other that year, the opening in that marquee week has been filled by USC with the crosstown showdown at the Rose Bowl against UCLA. This matchup marks the first time the Trojans will conclude their regular season on the road since 2010, outside of years impacted by COVID-19. For Notre Dame, the Irish have confirmed their full 2026 schedule, which includes a road game at Syracuse to conclude their regular season, diverting them from the planned trip to Southern California. Consequently, Notre Dame will spend the Thanksgiving weekend in upstate New York. This scheduling change leaves both programs in a less favorable position. Instead of a high-profile rivalry game, both USC and Notre Dame will be playing road games against teams that finished 3-9 the previous season and typically struggle to draw large crowds. This means both schools will likely see diminished viewership for their games. The weekend will also feature other major matchups, including the Ohio State-Michigan Iron Bowl and the Texas-Texas A&M game, suggesting that the USC and Notre Dame contests may be overshadowed, despite the avoidable nature of the situation. The Athletic has released its updated college baseball top 25 rankings, featuring significant shifts and the introduction of new contenders. Oklahoma State and Cincinnati have made their first appearances in the ranking, securing spots at number 23 and number 25 respectively, after defeating Arizona State, which suffered 2 losses at home to Oklahoma State and Virginia. The top 5 saw notable turbulence. Texas slipped from the number 2 position down to number 5 following a series loss against Tennessee. Meanwhile, North Carolina, Georgia Tech, and Georgia, who clinched the SEC regular season title, all advanced 1 spot in the rankings. West Virginia experienced the most dramatic change, surging from number 17 to number 10 after achieving an impressive sweep against Kansas. On the other side of the rankings, Coastal Carolina fell from number 16 to number 22 after losing a series at home to Old Dominion. This weekend's rankings reflect a dynamic landscape in college baseball. Noi Dung Kai Tait. Arsenal has confirmed that Beth Mead will depart the club as a free agent this summer, concluding 9 seasons with the North London side. The move comes as Manchester City is actively pursuing a transfer deal for the England winger. Channel YouTube had previously reported last month about growing anticipation that City, the newly crowned Women's Super League champions, would secure Mead at the end of the season. An official signing remains pending, with no agreement possible until June 1 due to regulations restricting club discussions with players under contract at teams within their association. However, optimism from City sources suggests a deal is likely to materialize. And Arsenal announced Mead's departure on Monday as the third player to leave the club, alongside defender Leah Kodina and midfielder Victoria Peleva, signaling a busy summer for the Gunners. Mead joined Arsenal in 2017 from Sunderland and quickly established herself as a prolific goalscorer, winning the 2015 WSL Golden Boot at just 20 years old. And her career at Arsenal has been marked by significant achievements, including being integral to England's 2022 European Championship triumph, where she was named UEFA's Player of the Tournament and Golden Boot winner. Mead also received accolades such as BBC Women's Footballer of the Year and England's Player of the Year in 2022. And despite suffering an anterior cruciate ligament injury in November 2022 that sidelined her for the 2023 Women's World Cup, Mead returned in time to feature in Arsenal's 1-0 Champions League final victory over Barcelona the following season, delivering a crucial pass for Stina Blackstenius, winning goal, and helping England defend their European title. And this season, Mead played a key role in Arsenal's push towards the Champions League semi-finals and qualification for Europe, registering 2 goals and 5 assists in the Women's Super League, and 3 goals and 3 assists in the Champions League. And Mead's departure marks the end of a significant tenure. Claire Wheatley, director of women's football, praised her impact, stating, "Bate has made a huge contribution to our football club over 9 years, and will go down in history as one of our best forwards and a legend of the club." Arkansas football is facing a critical juncture, moving beyond the rhetoric of a sleeping giant to confront the harsh reality of its performance in the SEC. Recent leaked discussions surrounding coach Hunter Yurachek's handshake with Ryan Silverfield, coupled with the stated goal to win a damn national championship, have injected a new level of pressure into the program. However, analysis suggests this ambition clashes significantly with the program's recent trajectory. Critics point out that Arkansas operates within the toughest schedule in the country, a brutal league that inherently limits success. Furthermore, the program has been characterized by a cycle of brief successes followed by significant downturns and coaching changes, suggesting a middle-of-the-road status rather than a true giant. Silverfield's reputation, built at Memphis, proves he can adapt schemes, but translating success from other conferences to the SEC's demanding environment remains a major unknown, especially given the difference in depth and margin for error. To genuinely change tiers, the standard for success must evolve. The report argues that bowl eligibility should not be treated as an occasional highlight, but as a regular expectation, suggesting that consistent 8- and 9-win seasons are necessary indicators of growth. The current ambition to chase national titles is unsustainable if the team remains consistently below .500. The national title aspiration has provided a clear metric for success, forcing leadership to move past vague goals like competing hard and improving facilities. Future performance will be judged against this high standard. Sustained mediocrity will invite further scrutiny. Ultimately, the narrative is shifting. The era of hiding behind vague promises is over. Arkansas has placed championships squarely in its job description. Whether this new direction yields results will determine whether the championship talk becomes program lore or a source of future criticism. The program must now prove its potential, rather than simply stating it.